Hello. Thank you for attending this executive webinar session at American WorkFlow's Enterprise Software Company, also known as AWF. AWF is based in New York with a global presence. American WorkFlows is an AI-powered and future-proof enterprise software publishing and distribution company operating in the US and globally in the world. It is an enterprise software powerhouse. American WorkFlows is a division of Marvelous Workflows Corporation. To learn more about American WorkFlows enterprise software products, please visit www.americanworkflows.com. Now, let's get started today's executive webinar session. I would like to introduce Kevin DeVecchi as the managing partner of AWF. Kevin, would you like to take it from here? Thank you.
George, thank you so much for introductions. Much appreciated. This is Kevin DeVecchi. I am the managing partner of American WorkFlow's Enterprise Software Company, also known as AWF. Today, I'm excited to introduce you our new executive webinar session on IATF 16949 compliance requirements for automotive industry, and we'll also talk about no-code workflow America software platform that has IATF 16949 Quality and Compliance Management Edition. Today we have a subject matter expert, Can Feridun from ProofMeister Quality Consulting Company. He is the owner of the organization. He has decades of IATF 16949 compliance and consultant management experience for automotive industry in his professional career. Also today we have Batu Satılmış with us. He is a pre-sales software specialist at American WorkFlow's Enterprise Software Company, AWF, and Batu will perform a demonstration of WorkFlow America IATF 16949 for Automotive Industry Edition. Before further ado, I'd like to let Can take over the screen. We have a lot of things to learn about from Can. I'm very excited today. He has decades of experience about 16949 and he's loaded. He's loaded with information about 16949. So, Can, before further ado, why don't you take over the screen and educate us about IATF 16949 compliance requirements. Floor is yours. Thank you, Can. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Kevin, for the introductions. My name is Can Feridun. I'm the owner of ProofMeister Quality Consulting. I'm an AIAG certified IATF third-party lead auditor. I worked in 20-something years as an engineer in automotive, appliance, and defense industries. I've launched various parts for OEMs, big names like Chrysler, Nissan, Tesla, Toyota. I switched to quality management after I would say, yeah, that's the last place you want to be in quality. I established ProofMeister in July 24. And since then, the ProofMeister is serving in automotive industry from tier 1 to tier 3 suppliers. Okay, so what does ProofMeister do? We have a cloud-based document management service. So any customers that working with us will default have a cloud-based document management service. So they don't need to purchase a software, which these days they can be somewhere between 50K and 100K a year. We do a gap analysis and assessment. I'm going to go in details with this in a few more slides. We do inspection, sorting, and rework services. We do IATF 16949 implementation and certification application. So if we have it, we'll perfect it. And if you don't have it, we can apply for it on your behalf, on the customer's behalf. We do continuous improvement support because continuous improvement never stops. And when we start implementing the IATF clauses, IATF structure into a company, you will definitely see lots of opportunities for continuous improvement projects. And we do supplier management and supplier audit consultancy as well. As you know, incoming material is key for complying with the customer requirements, and having suppliers which do not have problems, monitored, continuously audited suppliers will always contribute to a company's success. Now, what is IATF? Just like we are trying to standardize our operations within our company with a documented structure, the IATF, International Automotive Task Force, is trying to do that for the whole industry, to standardize the operations, to minimize the variation and improve quality while doing that. It's actually a systemic approach to delivering consistent quality while improving operational efficiency and ensuring customer satisfaction. Obviously, when you stick with the regulations of IATF, there's a certain frame that you work within, and as long as you stay within that frame, you will always have a high customer satisfaction. That's the aim of the standardization, and that's the aim of the IATF for the whole industry, automotive industry. Okay, so how does Prüfmeister do that for you? Now, IATF has a basic operation template. Everybody in the industry knows that, in manufacturing knows that. It's the PDCA cycle: plan, do, control, and act. You plan what you want to do, and you realize that plan. Then you control the output and compare it with the inputs. If you see a gap between, you act to close that gap, maybe even improve the output from planned input status. So for in Prüfmeister, first we do the set up the roadmap, we define target, and we assess the current status. For example, let's say our single operation is adding salt while cooking. You can say 1 is no salt being added, 2 sometimes salt being added, 3 salt is being added, 4 salt is being added by measuring with a spoon, 5 salt is being added by measuring with a automated measuring instrument, and 6 you can say it's being measured automated and it's added automated. So from the poorest status to the best status that the industry can provide. Then we define our targets. Maybe we want the company to be at 4 in every operation, maybe at 5, maybe some should be 4, some 5, some even 6. So we set up these targets, and then our cycle starts. We do the gap assessment, so we see where the organization is based on every action. Are they 1, 2, 3, or maybe 4? Maybe they are already 4 or 5. They hit the target, so there's nothing we need to do, but maybe there are some areas which they are a 1 or 2 and needs focus on that. So we do our gap assessment. We know where we are. We know where we want to go, and the distance we want to take is the gap. So we list our action items to close this gap. We use tools like internal audit, corrective actions, preventive actions. We do document reviews. If the gap is too wide, we do focus audits on those areas. Like I said, there is always a continuous improvement opportunity when you implement those changes. So Kaizen projects is one of the tools that we are using to reach our targets. Obviously, SPC, statistical process control, is a very important tool to minimize the variation in our processes. And 5S, both implemented on the floor and in our process flows, that will clear the floor for us. It's going to be much easier to see the faults. Think about, you can spot a black dot on a white sheet much easier instead of a camo designed sheet, let's say, or paper. That's what 5S makes for us. It clears the gray areas so we can see where we fail, so we can immediately improve that. So we do our gap assessment, we close the gap, we do the reassessment. From sometimes we might think we closed it, but it's not completely closed. And then after our reassessment, again, we do set of action items to close that. Actually, it's not a circle, it's a spiral. Every time you do a PDCA, another layer, another layer, another layer, and that's road to excellence for our customers. Now, what do we do that? How do we do that? We know the gap assessment, what kind of actions are we taking? So we are defining every step of every process so we can set the road to excellence. And then we create a RACI table, which is a big matrix that shows all the interested parties for all those processes. RACI stands for responsible, accountable, consultant, and informed. So in every action, we define who is responsible, who is accountable, and we put those people, those names into this matrix. And since we know the actions now and also the responsible for all these processes, now we can assign responsibilities of those actions, whoever is responsible with the process. One of the basic tools of IATF is something called turtle diagrams. Turtle diagrams are a tool that helps you seeing what the process itself is, inputs, outputs, what the expectancies, stakeholders. That gives us a clear picture of what kind of documentation we need to start with and what kind of reporting do we need at the end, what kind of results are we getting, how are we going to analyze that result, how do we convert that data into information. Then we create the process flows of all those processes, assessment based on that process flow, because with every action there is a risk associated. Again, let's go back to the adding salt. We can add too much salt, we can add too little salt, we can add no salt at all. So for all these risks that we define, we create a control. So what is the control for preventing too little or too much or no salt at all? We need to make sure with a control system that salt exists there, and B, with a control system, we need to measure it and make sure that every time we add the exact same amount of salt into the food. So that's the control side. Now, the all processes are there. Like I said, in the turtle diagrams, we see our inputs, the plant layout, the capacity to machine park, the materials, all the resources we have, they are inputs of those processes. So we create that list, and we want to see here if we are lacking capacity to reach out the target that we park, or by means of side equipment, by means of labor or workforce and human resources. We can see a little bit more quantized what we need to achieve our targets. Then we create a total preventive maintenance schedule. Obviously, all these machinery needs to work. They need to be able to correctly and non-stop process or realize our processes, whatever they are. And we need to maintain our schedule, maintain our equipment. We do the schedule up front. So this is less capacity from 100% because we will stop those machines for maintenance. So that's also an input for the capacity planning, and that's what we need to create as well. Now we have all those things. We have defined all the controls, all the process, all the machinery is there, all the maintenance is there. Now we need to make sure that this process flow and all the other action items, primary and secondary, are being realized without any problems. So we create an internal audit schedule and we start following that. We make sure that everything flows correctly. And if we see something in those audits, we immediately interfere. Whatever unexpected variation we see, we interfere and eliminate that problem. Obviously, there is a serious documentation that needs to be working in the backstage. So that document needs to be created and reviewed frequently. And since all my measurements on the floor and on the product should be accurate, reliable, I need to create a calibration schedule for all the components that needs calibration within my plant layout or machine park or in the laboratories. Now, we did that as well. Everything's been scheduled, all the recurring action items being realized. Now we need milestone meetings, review meetings with the top management. So we know where we are at based on where we said we will be. So when we create that road to excellence and do the gap analysis and do the action items list, it will start at one date and it will end in another date. So during this time period, we should review, frequently review where we are at, what we did. Again, PDCA review, so it's control, and then act again. Frequent reviews are being made. And if the schedules need interfering, for example, there are more problems that we can see during our audits. Maybe the audits needs to be more frequent, or some machines are failing earlier than expected. So the maintenance schedule needs to be updated, or document review or calibration. So or maybe the review frequency needs to be increased. Along the way, that's also what we do, and step by step, every review meeting is actually another assessment, status assessment. Based on that, we can update our project time plan or action items, and we are bringing our customers to the desired status within the desired time frame. A few examples of what we have done as Proofmeister. One of our clients, they were having issues closing non-conformities in a timely manner. Currently in the industry, the best practices are closing an 80 in 2 weeks, doing the containment within 24 or 48 hours, and then the root cause analysis and countermeasures will be taken within 2 weeks. They had a problem with that, and it was a finding in their IATF audit. So we trained the organization on core tools. We taught them how to. Now we have a few case studies here as an example how we help our customers. One of our clients had the issue with closing non-conformities in a timely manner. Timely manner means in the automotive industry, it's give or take 2 weeks for best practices. Actually, in IATF audits, even major findings, the first 3D needs to be completed in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is a industry standard, best practices for the industry, and they cannot comply with that. And that was a finding in their IATF audit. What Proofmeister did for this client, we trained the organization on core tools, on 8D, on how to do effective claim investigations, root cause analysis, and how to report the 8D in an effective manner, that in one site you can see everything what the message needs to go out from supplier to customer. One of the other issues that our clients had, they needed a corporate quality documentation system where it covers all locations in North American region. They had 6 different locations in all within their North American operation, and all locations have their own structure. It's the same company, same process, same service, but all locations are doing it in different ways. So they wanted to standardize that. So we created a document structure for them that built the spine of their quality management system, and it frames the operational side of the quality management system. And now every location was complying with those requirements. So every location was doing everything in the same way. So we had to be able to standardize that. And all 6 locations did use our cloud-based documentation management services. We will mention that in a minute. We are using the cloud-based software of American Workflows, and our clients use that in all their locations, so they can reach out to the same document every time, last revision of the document. And so it also created a dynamic communication between those locations as well. So one location is doing something, according to that, they are using the workflow features of the software, and now they are communicating with the other locations using that cloud-based workflow feature of American Workflows software. And yeah, one of our other clients had a problem with not fully complying with CQI 15 requirements, which is a self-assessment for welding inspection, welding operations. They had a problem with the inspection side of welding. So we created a new system for their inspection and the reporting for that new inspection, welding inspection. Now they were complying with CQI 15. There are different CQI numbers like that in the industry, like CQI 9 is for heat treatment, CQI 12 is for coatings, the 15 for weldings. And when a client has a IATF certification and is doing one of those processes within their facility, it is expected for them to do the CQI self-assessments. There is no IATF clause that mandates that. However, within the industry, since that self-assessment is there, the OEMs are requiring from tier 1 is requiring from their sub-supplier, etc., etc. And since IATF requires you to develop your own suppliers and tells you make them target IATF if they don't have the certification, make them work towards IATF certification. Many years ago, it was only OEMs and tier 1. Now it's coming down to tier 2, coming down to tier 3, even to raw material suppliers. Now these days, targeting IATF certifications as well. So IATF is very much dispersed from top to down. So every teeny tiny company that is this way or that way within automotive industry, their services or products directly or indirectly going to into a vehicle, the time for them to be IATF certified is coming as well. Now, we mentioned about how that Prüfmeister is using American Workflows for their clients. This is a basic screenshot from that portal. It has really wonderful features for every automotive and IATF company that needs a documentation management system. First of all, it's cloud-based, so you can reach out anywhere. Like in my example, from 6 locations, they had no connection issues whatsoever. And you can even connect from mobile instruments. So when you're on the floor, you don't need to set up a rugged field laptops, or you don't need to go to your office. Just from your tablet or from your phone, you can log in and do anything. The way I use it is for document management based on the IATF closed groups. I created document clusters here, aligning with the IATF closed structure. So I know what my customer needs to comply with IATF requirements from documentation point of view. Also, for some customers, I'm the only document processing person, so I'm a gatekeeper for their documents. The documents are in our software vault in the cloud. There are no possibilities like someone saving a form in his desktop and printing that, using it on the floor. But apparently that form was updated. However, since the guy is still using the version in his on his desktop, he will not be using the most up-to-date version. But since with this software, all the updated last updates of documents will be kept for view, and the rest will be archived. Wherever you are, whatever terminal or computer or mobile instrument you use, you will always reach the latest update of the document, which creates a standardization on the floor. I also set up with the workflow design feature, I also set up all the recurring periodic action follow-ups like calibration or audits. I created an audit schedule. It's there. It is sending me heads up emails a month ago, a week ago. So the system, the software keeps me in my toes. Hey, I need to do this. I need to do that. I see my calendar there, and I can add my developments or completed tasks within there, so I know what I have done and I know what needs to be done. I can follow that perfectly easy with this software as well, and obviously on my client's behalf. So, and if they want to use multiple users, not me, just one single gatekeeper, the software allows multiple people to log in and work there as well. But so far, all my clients wants me as a gatekeeper. It gives them a higher safety or higher trust on document management. That'll be all that I wanted to talk today. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I mean, American Workflow's software really made Proofmeister's job pretty easy. The clients are very happy with the features. I never had a difficulty with not complying with any of my clients' requests. So far, the software does everything for me, whatever I need from that software. And I think American Workflows and Proofmeister will work together for a long time. Thank you very much, Kevin.
John, thank you so much for your educational presentation today. We all learn a lot. IATF 16949 is really, really rich in terms of automotive industry compliance requirements. We learned a lot today from you. Thank you very much. I'm sure we have a lot of things, more things to learn from you, I'm sure. But this was really actually helpful for us. So we have the foundational knowledge about IATF 16949. Also, thank you so much for sharing your experience with regards to how you are using Workflow America yourself and with your clients, for your clients, to help them comply with IATF 16949 digitally. We are happy to get your feedback. You are a subject matter expert. That is very important for us to hear from you. We are honored to get your feedback and learn from you in terms of your experience with Workflow America as well as IATF 16949. Great. Well, let's continue building this knowledge. Now I'd like to invite Batu to our virtual stage. Batu will perform a demonstration of Workflow America based on what we learned from John about IATF 16949 compliance. Let Batu show you how Workflow America helps you comply with IATF 16949 digitally. You have some background information and knowledge from John and John's presentation. Now Batu will perform the demonstration for you. Some background information about Workflow America. Fundamentally, that's a modern, the latest of the latest no-code workflow business process automation platform. So on this powerful platform, we built the IATF 16949 Quality and Compliance Management Edition, as John was mentioning earlier today at our executive webinar session. When we look at the Workflow America, that is true cloud system. You can access from anywhere without coding. Zero coding needed. With zero coding, you can design all of your business processes, especially quality and compliance requirements, forms, flows. Also, as mentioned earlier, there are record-keeping requirements coming with IATF 16949. Your policies, procedures, instructions, guidelines, all these important documentation, they need to be managed, they need to be stored, they need to be reviewed, and they need to be versioned, updated from time to time. As soon as they are versioned and updated, these updated versions, they need to be shared with the team members. All of these can be managed on Workflow America easily. That's a modern business software system, and it is ready for any type of organization, small, mid-size, and enterprise. In addition, on Workflow America, you can manage your business tasks and your projects as well digitally. Everything is traceable, accessible, and reportable. And you can access all of your tasks and projects and your compliance documents from anywhere with your username, password in a safe cloud environment. Workflow America also works with multi-factor authentication to have a better, stronger security environment for you in this software system. Okay, great. Well, before further ado, I'd like to invite Batu to our virtual stage. Batu, if you are ready, why don't you take over the screen and show us Workflow America and tell us about Workflow America. Please, let's have that show and tell session together. Batu, floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Today, we are going to be talking about the Workflow America software. And now, let's get started. All right, so as you can see in the screen, we split it into two. On the left, we have searching for information, and on the right, we have adding information. Now, within Quality Assurance Anywhere, we search using basically safe searches on the left, as you can see right now. Now, these searches can be configured to be as general as or as wide as you like. And then on the right side, with adding information, we work with something called safe profiles. And the safe profiles are a structure from, if you will, for us to, prompt the right information to index a document and take all that kind of key metadata that you need when a user uploads a document. We can also see these safe profiles, we can call them folders as well. As you can see, we have several folders. This can be a incident management, other management folder, risk management folder, and so forth. In order to upload a document, simply we can click on, for example, I want to upload something about incident management, right? I can click on it, and I'll be choosing which form I'm going to be posting from my laptop. And once it's done, the document upload will go on the left side, which is a search profile under incident management. Now let's go one up to our existing search profiles. Let's go with escape compliance document, for example, right? Once you click on it, as you can see, we uploaded one document. We have this document called escape compliance document. So when you click on it, we can go in more in detail. And you can also see the document on the right side after it's downloading. It's almost, here we go. So as you can see on the right, we can see the whole document in a PDF form. Scroll down a little bit. Here we go. And on the left side, we have the document information, such as we can see the document title, and we can also see the system properties. Under that, we can see who created this specific document, when is it created. We can also see the document ID, and ingested through, that means it's ingested through that save profile, like on the right side, we call them folder. So it ingested through the SQF compliance document folder. Again, last updated by this person, and you can see the last update and so on. Also, you can also see the attachments and versions as well. In order to see the attachments and versions for this document, that is on the bottom left here, as you can see, we have the one version of it, so you can also see the one. And if you want to see a little bit more detail, you can either add a new version from here, and you can either download this, delete this, and if you want to see information, you can click on the file info. As you can see, it's version 1 with the file ID. We can see where it's ingested, who ingested it, and so on. All right, so we are in the compliance project management. The first thing you'll see is all the tasks that are assigned to me. Under that, these are all the active ones, as you can see right here, all the active tasks that are assigned to me with their status, their task name, steps, if there is any, their project name, last activity, their due dates, created on, their priority levels, the messages, and lastly, their owners. The owners are who created this specific task. If you want to see the completed ones, we can simply switch to completed, and you'll see all your completed tasks that are assigned to me. All right, so once we click on a specific task, for example, let's go with SQF compliance document, right? As you can see, this is a task created by 8 days ago, and you can see all your participants and their decisions. As you can see, they're all pending. You also have a progress, if you from your end. So I log in as my user and I progress, let's just say 20% today. So I can simply say update. And as you can see, progress updated successfully. And on the bottom right, you can see the person who's updated the task progress to 20%. So whatever you make inside the task, you can see it under activities. So let's choose a different task. Let's go with, for example, ISO 9001, document review by department, okay? So as you can see, 13% of this task has been completed. And again, if you want to do adjust the progress, I can adjust my progress by dragging here. Let's do 20% again. As you can see, I can do that. Or I can make a decision. As you can see, if it's completed, I can say completed and click on update, and my end will be completed. So right now we show pending. If I hit on complete, it will show complete. Again, I was talking about activities. So under activities, you can see every detail under the activities. So as you can see the text progress, we can write messages to other participants, and so forth. We can also add attachment tool here as well. As you can see, we have auto train PDF document. So as you can see, once we click on it, we can see the document in more detail, as you can see right here. We can attach as many files or documents as we want. We can attach them by the URL or files from inside the system, or we can attach it through our local computer. All right, so this is how we can review all the tasks that I assigned to me. We can also manage all the tasks managed by me. So it's the same concept. You can see our status, task name, and so forth, right? So let's go click on one example one, for example. For example, let's click on this one. Again, this is a simple task. It's we're creating a user and roles for your department. So this one with steps, as you can see, we have 3 steps with all their participants and their decision. As you can see, one of them are completed and all the other 2 is pending. On the right, we have all the activities that we can see the history. And this is the first step. When all these participants shows completed, this task will automatically be moved to the step 2. And it's the same concept. Everyone will need to make their decision complete and they will go to step 3. So this is how we arrange steps inside the task. All right. So these are all the tasks managed by me. If you want to add a brand new task, right? So we have that on the top right. We can create new task or new projects, right? So actually, let's talk about the new project first. So if you want to create a brand new project, we can do that through here as well. In order to do that, we're going to be hitting on the new project button. Then we're going to have to hit the project name, project description. We're going to put the due date of the project, and we can also select the second in charge for the project as well, that person. After that's all done, filled, we can create the project through here. If you want to create a simple task, we can do that here as well by clicking on a new task. We're gonna have to put the task name, task description, and the project. So inside the system, we have two ways to create a task. We can either create a task individually, which I'm doing right now, or we can create a task connected to a specific project. If you want to connect to a specific project, we can do that through here by choosing the specific project. Then again, task name, description, the message, and once we all done, once we create, that specific project will be connected to this specific project that we chose. All right. You can also here, you can click choose participants. We can hit on invite participants, and we can choose all the people who's going to be in this task. We can also add watchers as well. So what's watchers? Watchers are the people, I should say, they are not hands-on in the project, but they are like managing, right? Like viewers. So this can be a project manager or supervisor, admin, and so forth. So those are the watchers. Again, we have the option that attachments, and we can also manage decisions here. So I can add many decisions as I want. So I can complete, I can say add a decision called approve. As you can say, two, or reject it, you can say. So this is the way we can add or manage edit decisions. On the right, we can select the due date for this task. We can also adjust priority. We have highest, medium, low, or lowest. We can also choose a second in charge person for this task, and so forth. We can also create steps through here as well by clicking on steps, then step name, step description, and due date of that current step. We can also create task forms inside a task as well. In order to do that, we can hit on the task form. We can choose which task form are we going to be choosing. For example, we have the universal customer complaint form, we have the corrective action report, we have the ISO 9001 training record management, risk management, and so forth. So for example, let's go with the universal customer complaint form, right? In order to do that, we can put the customer, then the complaint. I'm just gonna say like test, and we can do the complaint date, right? We can choose the date of the complaint, then we can choose the location. I'm just gonna say this location is a New York branch. Then the complaint category, is it a product issue or a shipping delay, right? Let's go with product issue. Now we can do complaint detail. We can describe the task itself, or we can describe the complaint, the detail, and the product of the complaint. For this example, we just use XYZ product, and the root cause, right? So we can enter the root cause, the finish date, follow-up description, and lastly, we can do the follow-up action, right? And this is one way to do a random universal custom complaint form in a task environment. We also have a couple more task form as well. This was universal customer complaint form. We also have the risk management form, right? Again, under risk management, we can add the field code, field name, title node, entry type, field type, condition appearance, and their status. Let's go two more. We can always do with the industrial freezer checking form, for example, right? We can enter the document name of that form. We can enter the date, the time, the location, the apartment, humidity. We can put the freezer ID number with the freezer temperature, and lastly, we can put signature. For this, I'll just put my name as my signature. Then, if everything is done, we can hit create, and that will update our task form associated with the task name, or if there is any projects. All right, so this is how we can create the forms inside the task. Once we all done, we can hit create, and that will create our brand new task connected to a project, or creating a task, individual task. If you want to see all our projects in one, we can do that as well. In order to do that, we have the top left under projects. As you can see, once we click on that, we can see all our projects. So let's just say, let's go example one. Let's go with this one, for example, industrial freezer checking, right? Under here, you can see the daily, weekly, or monthly view. So this is day. We can see weekly or monthly. Let's go back to day. As you can see, under here, we created 8 tasks for 8 shifts. As you can see, let's make this a little bit in order. Here we go. So we have shift 3, shift 2, shift 4, shift 6, 5, 8, and 7. So we created 8 shifts for 8 tasks. So let's go to, actually, I'm gonna hit complete one, and here we go. The shift 1 came up as well. So let's click on shift 1. As you can see, shift 1 is already completed, under this project. And as you can see, name of the task is shift 1, and only participant is currently me, and I make a decision as a complete. And we can also add form 0 as well. Below that, we connected a form for this specific task. So under this form, you can see the document title, date, time, location, the freeze ID number, and lastly, my signature as well. So when I click on save, that task will automatically be complete. So we can do the same thing for shift 2, for example. Let's click on shift 2. And again, we can see the name of the task, when it's created, and it's owned by me again. And below that, I can see all the participants, and I can make a decision, right? Is it complete or not for me, right? And below that, we have the form details, right? I'm gonna have to complete this in order to finish this shift 2. So after inputting all this information, I can click on save, and that will update my shift to 0% to 100%, which is completed. So this is basically how we manage our task inside the specific project. All right, now let's go back to task assigned to me. And this is it. Thank you, Kevin. Back to you.
Batu, thank you so much for the demonstration of WorkFlow America IATF 16949 Quality and Compliance Management Edition. Well, so far we learned a lot about IATF 16949 thanks to John's presentation. And also you saw WorkFlow America in action during Batu's demonstration session. So we built a lot of information today altogether. It has been a pretty educational session, if you ask me. I hope you'll find it to be informative as well. Moving forward, I'd like to talk about American Workflow's enterprise software company and what type of business software systems that we are offering at American Workflow's enterprise software company, also known as AWF. Let me tell you about American Workflows, share some background information, and I'll briefly introduce you the software systems that we have at our company. Let's remember what actually differentiates us in the marketplace is actually our systems are AI powered. So you can utilize AI technology no matter which system that you use. That is an important differentiation. In addition, all of our enterprise business software systems at AWF, they are modern, they are cloud-based, they are also installable if you really like it to be. In addition, they are easy to learn and manage and use. So these are reliable, mature systems. You can access it from anywhere with the help of cloud technology, and you can easily learn and teach your team members and digitize and automate all of your business processes. Let me tell you about AWF, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. American Workflow's enterprise software company, also known as AWF, is an AI-powered, feature-proof enterprise software publishing and distribution company for digital business transformation. AWF is based in New York, and we have global operations with the help of our channel partners globally, anywhere in the world. Our mission is to help companies, organizations, and institutions digitize, automate, modernize, and transform their business processes and business workflows. We do it with the help of our workflow software systems. When we look at our strategic partnerships, we are an Acumatica ISP partner, we are a QCEN ISP partner, we are a Microsoft partner, we are also a NYOB Advanced partner and Sage Intech partner. All of our enterprise business software systems work integrated with these business software platforms. We have WorkFlow America, that is a no-code business process digitization and automation software platform. It helps companies manage their business workflows, manage their tasks, manage their projects, as well as manage companies' documents to revise, create, update, and version. We have WorkFlow America, low-code business workflow platform that is also for digitization and automation of business workflows for more complex automation requirements. The marvelous social CRM software is an AI-powered CRM software system. It helps companies manage their sales and marketing activities, as well as sending email campaigns, manage social media accounts, also automate marketing activities with its built-in workflow engine. Quality Management America, that is WorkFlow America No-Code's Quality Management Edition, that is a quality, risk, audit, and compliance management system. It helps companies comply with ISO 9001, AS 9100 in aerospace industry, ISO 13485 in medical device industry, IATF 16949 in automotive industry, good manufacturing practices, SQF, BRC, and many other quality and regulatory standards in a digital environment. For these compliance requirements, you can enjoy the benefits of QMA in a digital paperless work environment. The marvelous contract management system is an AI-powered contract management software. It helps you create, communicate, and deliver business contracts, vendor contracts, and customer contracts on the buy side and the sell side. Also, thanks to the AI technology, the software creates automatic contracts, automatic renewals, also analyze your business risks based on the contract's content. So it's a very exciting software system that's AI powered. If you are in the manufacturing industry or facility management or property management industry, you'll enjoy the benefits of AI America number 6 and number 7. Number 6 is AI America CMMS, EAM. That is a traditional, modern, cloud-based enterprise asset maintenance, facility, and fleet management software system. Helps companies manage their assets, machinery, equipment, fleets, buildings, and also equipment, as well as their lifetime. Also manage companies' preventive, periodic, break and fix work order management. This software comes with ready-made reports such as MTBF, MTTF, MTTR, and other KPI reports are ready-made in this software system. If you are looking for a more modern AI-powered predictive machine maintenance management software, you can consider AI America P3M. That is an AI-powered predictive machine health condition monitoring, predictive maintenance, OEE, and energy management software system. Thanks to AI technology of this software system, you can eliminate the downtime completely in your manufacturing environment. It's an exciting software system, and if you'd like to schedule a demo, please let us know and send us an email to schedule a session at marketingteam@americanworkflows.com. The marvelous APS software is designed for manufacturing companies. It is an advanced production capacity planning and production scheduling software system. It helps manufacturing companies address their planning constraints, also maximize their resources for production, man, machine, and material. It's a very modern software system. It comes with a Gantt chart, drag and drop. You can do fine-tuning for planning. Also, the marvelous APS comes with unlimited what-if planning scenarios that you can run as many as you want, and you can make the best decision to put together the manufacturing plan at your manufacturing company. The marvelous DMS software is a distribution management system. It is ideal for food and beverage companies as well as automotive spare part companies. It helps you manage your field sales force and field distribution force. This software comes with geofencing, so you can manage your area sales teams based on their designated area. And your teams can manage the shelves, check the shelves and inventory of your clients in designated areas and place an order for you right away through our software system immediately. There is QSAN Financial Fixed Asset Management System that helps companies manage their assets and their life cycle from accounting and finance point of view. You can manage depreciation, amortization, and other activities of your assets for accounting and finance purposes. And there is QSAN ERP, that's an enterprise resource planning software system. It is a modern ERP software system, runs on cloud, as well as it is ready to be installed in private cloud as well as servers. It has a modular structure. In addition to managing your finance and accounting operations, you can also manage your distribution, inventory, manufacturing operations if you're a manufacturing company. It is also coming with a construction module and real estate module. These are really industry-specific modules that we put together. And there is a native mobile app for this software, just like any other software systems that we have in American Workflows enterprise business software portfolio. We have customers and experience in many different industries, such as aerospace, aviation, automotive, finance, food and beverage, medical device, manufacturing, packaging, oil and gas, energy, pharmaceutical, non-profits, and there are many other industries that we have experience and we have clients in, as listed on this slide. All of our enterprise business software systems are integratable. They have advanced integration capabilities. We can integrate our software systems to your IoT devices, manufacturing execution systems, your legacy systems, your ERP systems to help you integrate, automate, improve your business processes, and you can avoid double entry. By the way, I'd like to invite you to our YouTube channel. We have a very active YouTube channel, American Workflows YouTube channel. We have hundreds of videos available. We talk about our business software systems as well as digital transformation, manufacturing 4.0, and we have other executive webinar recordings available on our YouTube channel that you can enjoy. Please visit our YouTube channel and subscribe at your earliest convenience. If you'd like to continue this conversation, if you have any questions, if you'd like to schedule a meeting for introductions, for a Q&A session or a demonstration, please contact us. I'm sharing our email address, phone number, and other sites on this slide, and you can give us a call, send us an email, and schedule time with us, and we'll be happy to help you and meet with you to address your questions and requirements. I'd like to thank you for your time and for your interest. And we all at American Workflows looking forward to seeing you at our coming executive webinar series. If you have any questions and if you'd like to schedule an introductory meeting and or a demonstration meeting, please feel free to email us at marketingteam@americanworkflows.com. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. John, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you for attending the executive webinar session. For more information about American Workflows Enterprise Software Company and its enterprise software products, please visit the corporate website at www.americanworkflows.com. Looking forward to seeing you at future executive webinar sessions of American Workflows Enterprise Software Company. Have a great day. Thank you.